Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at some more Enneacraft. I don't think I played at all this season. I played like sometimes, like I hop on and play a couple duels and that's it. I've been like obviously very busy. So I had someone suggest that they wanted to see like live duels of me playing, and I actually think that's a very good idea, which is why I'm making this video. Because when I show you replays, I don't always remember exactly why I made a certain play. And most of the time it's because like I was playing around a certain thing or a certain card, and I can't remember that while I'm rewatching the replay because there's lots of replays. Now there are pros and cons to having like a video where it's like live duels versus like replays, because with replays, like I can play many duels and then pick the best ones out of them and show you. If I play live duels, I can't do that because it's just gonna be whatever I get. The duels might be shit. The duels might not be that interesting. Um, and I would have to sit there for like 10 hours trying to actually get something, and then also like people comboing. You can't fast forward during the duel. So you have to like sit there through their combo, and you guys have to watch that. So it's just gonna be basically me yapping. You might as well just watch like a commentary, like a fucking podcast or some shit. So that these are like the cons with like making a video like this, but you also get to see my thought process while I'm playing, so you know exactly what I'm playing around, and it's not just like it's a replay, so I know the outcome of what's happened, and I'm telling you like, oh, this happened like this, and I did this play because of this, but like you can't like tell that I actually was thinking about these cards while I was in that game. Does that make sense? But if I'm making a live duel, you can actually see like what I'm thinking about and like what cards I'm playing around. Because I usually play around like lots of different stuff, which I don't even mention in the replays, right? Because I don't remember that stuff. There's too many duels, right? Um, so yeah, this is why I'm making this video. Also, I think there was a ban list as well. I briefly looked at it. I think the ban list is shit. It doesn't really change anything. Like if you see here, like these are good, and I think they banned this card because of for hire. This is very interesting, by the way. For hire is coming. If you guys really want to see me play for hire, because if you guys watch my previous videos, I used to make like for hire Mitsurugi K9, and that deck is quite disgusting when it pops off. So if you guys want me to make like a for hire series, like I did for Enneacraft, I could do that, but only if you guys really want to see that, because if most people just watch me for like Enneacraft or Chaos, there's no reason for me to make this because I could be putting that time into like other decks that you guys enjoy more. So yeah, if you really want to see this, let me know in the comments and I will craft this deck and show you the way of the furries. So yeah, and these are very cool, these icons right here. I'm gonna get these even if I don't get the for hire cards. I'm just worried they're gonna be very expensive, and I'm not gonna have like enough UR medals. But like the balance itself, like this is why they banned this, because like the Gale for hire, which is one of the new cards. I think they call it Rex Ride for hire in the TCG, which the name kind of sucks to be honest compared to the OCG. But that card is quite broken because if they max CU, which is legal in Master Duel, you can draw a card every time they draw a card off maxi. So it's like a double-edged sword. You basically, if they maxi you, it's like you maxi them as well. And this can be very insane because you can draw your entire deck, including hand traps, not board breakers, like solemns, and whatever else you play, like floodgates and so on. And if you're wondering, like, okay, well, this could be, like, what's the relationship between this and for hire? Well, the thing is, like, you actually have some for hire cards that are winged beasts, and one of them being the Philo, which is a level 1 winged beast, which is easily. You know what? Actually, hold on. Let me quickly show you what I'm talking about, just so you can like easily see what's happening. I'm also talking about the balance just briefly because like I wanted to tell you guys if it's like relevant to like Enneacraft, if it's gonna be like changing anything within the meta, because Radiant Typhoon is very good against us. So will this balance make a difference or not is what I'm trying to get at here. So if we look at the what do you call it? The Philo Messenger for Hire, I think it's called. Yep, this is a level 1 winged beast. So that's a way to turn on the what do you call it? This right here. This one. Yep, Harpy's Featherstone. And then the other thing is you also can see like this was already pulled up because I was already looking at this before. And then the other thing is, I think it was Sagitta Maverick for Hire. Again, I can't remember the names exactly, but oh, it is Sagitta Maverick for Hire. I haven't played this deck in a while, but this is also wing based. And if you're wondering, okay, like, sure, but like, how do you get to these? It's super simple. You just go Folgo. Folgo is super generic. 3 monsters with different types. Okay, how do you put up 3 monsters? Easy. Also, by the way, this summons a for hire from the deck, so you can choose whatever you want. So it can be like one of the winged beasts, and then you basically just turn on your Harpy's Featherstorm and you win the duel. Now, how do you turn this on? With the Keel. This is one of the new cards, so this is also just 2 monsters with different types. What that means is like all of these are super generic. So if we go just for hire, all of the links are just 2 monsters, different types. 3 monsters, different types. 2 monsters, different types. This is the only one that locks you with the Storm for hire. Aside from this, everything else is free, I think. This means you can play Mitsurugi with this, you can play K9, you can play anything that puts up different monster types, you can play Millennium. I was playing like all of these, and you can play all of them together as well, because this is just, it can be super sloppy, this deck, doesn't care, right? Because anything will bridge into the for hire and end on the for hire board. So the more non-engine you play, not non-engine, but like the more engine you play, like different engines, not Fiendsmith, I wouldn't recommend Fiendsmith, but like K9 especially, and Mitsurugi are the best ones. You can easily make all of these plays, okay? And that's going to be super broken for the deck because you just easily, after they stop all your plays, boom, summon Keel, go into the Falgo, attack, draw 3, and then you continue playing like it's just disgusting. So, yeah, and then with the Gale for Hire, which is this one right here, you are going to be drawing so many cards. If they FOA plus Maxi, you can keep drawing over and over and over. And if you put 2 copies of this, it's not once per turn, so you can keep drawing with 2 copies forever, and then you can draw your entire deck, and by the time like you reach the end phase, you can have more cards than your opponent, which is insane, right? Because they max seed you, but you have more cards, and you can just floodgate them with this and win. And you can also draw 2 copies of this and just like set both and kill them. So this is basically why they hit the Harpy's Featherstorm, and I'm finding this, and these are just floodgates. This can be searched with like Gallant Granites, both of them, and this is good. But aside from this, like these are shitty hits. I don't think this changes anything. What is it? Like Brand Fusion to 1 is like whatever. Brand doesn't even care. As a Brand player, I'm telling you, like Brand Fusion could be banned and I don't care because like you go Branded Synchron most of the time anyway. This is a whatever hits. Actually hurts Dracotail more than it hurts Branded, but even Dracotail is just like an okay hit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make that much of a difference, right? Yeah, not really a great hit, but I would agree with this being S1. You don't want to put this as 2 or 3. I think 1 is perfect for the card. And then these, like, they put slightly, like, slapped Raging Typhoon on the wrist. I think this is okay. It's not a bad hit, but it's also not an insane hit. It's just okay, in the middle, right? It does weaken their, like, Zodiac combo, but all in all, like, it doesn't hurt the deck that much. Chance being to 2 and, like, Vision to 2 is whatever. I don't think that these make that much of a difference when they're playing Zodiac already. In a pure deck, it could hurt the consistency, and the deck is already quite bricky, so it would hurt a bit. But with Zodiac and Master Duel, I don't think it makes a difference at all. And then they hit KTS to 2 and Q to 2. So if you're wondering, does that make a difference? Fuck no. The deck is still best deck. These just make no difference whatsoever. Again, just slapping them on the wrist until Cooltoon gets hit, like an actual real hit. And I'm talking like a banned card, mainly like Rotary. This deck will always be best deck. Even in the OCG, it's still the best deck, which is insane. Post Beyond the Brave and post Chaos Origins. And then they also hit unhit this to 3, which is interesting. We're gonna have to see like if people actually pull out their Snake Eye decks and it becomes like meta relevant again. I think it's fine at the moment. I don't think that's gonna be a big issue, mainly because like Cooltoon is still best deck. There's lots of very strong decks. I don't think Snake Eye is gonna be better than these decks, but it can be like good contender. And for people who love the deck, they can go back to playing it, and it's not going to be that big of an issue. I think the main reason they unhit this is because like the Rescue Ace Link 4 is coming, so they want people to play Rescue Ace. And there's a card that actually buffs Rescue Ace, right? So I think that's why they unhit this. And then Snatchy to 3 just like, I guess, prevents KT from banishing both copies. Other than that, whatever. I don't like Yummy, but I don't think this is an issue at all. You have to ban the Yummy Synchro, which is going to be a problem always, even in the future, because in my Discord, like, people are still going crazy over, like, Chaos Yummy because it's very good. And I can see why. Like, you can bridge everything into each other, and, like, anyone can bridge into Yummy, basically. because of the yummy synchro. So that had to get banned. And then this being put to 3 is whatever. It actually does nothing at the moment. So until they give like a card that is like a level 7 or higher light or dark dragon, you can not really use this for much, I feel like. But yeah. So this is just Banlist, quick like overview. If you guys were wondering like what I think about this, I think it's just a shitty Banlist. This doesn't really do much. The only hits I like are these, obviously, because this is something they should always do anyway. These cards should not exist. And then like these are just horrible hits. I think this is fine. And then these just do nothing basically. These decks are still very good. Okay, enough yappery. Let's hop into some Enneacraft. Let me actually show you the deck list. I don't remember if I showed you actually. So this is deck list I'm playing. Basically same deck list that I was playing previously. Not much changes to the deck. Again, I haven't actually been playing much at all this season. So yeah, I don't even know what the meta is at the moment, to be honest. So we are Diamond 2. Okay, let's hop in. I'm gonna do like maybe 2 or 3 duels. We don't want to make this video way too long because each duel is probably gonna take a long time. Oh, losing, you lose a rank. Okay, it appears that I have been getting cooked before. When I was last playing. Alright. Now I've been like playing some branded and stuff just before like you know, like for hire comes and all of that, and like if I switch and play for hire, like I probably will have to like dismantle for some branded cards, to be honest. Because I'm not really playing branded that much in this deck. So I'm probably just gonna stay on like Enneacraft and maybe I'll just dismantle some hero cards actually. Anyways, so this hand's not really good. I wouldn't say it's not horrible, but it's not good. Because even if he ashes me here, I can still end the Harmonia and Fall in the Virtuous. So what you always want to do in this case is, first of all, go Leon. Check for max. Because if he has max, I will not... Okay, exactly. If he has max C, I will not play into it as much. And I can actually play around it, especially if he has Ash Blossom as well. I can choose just to give him like 2 draws, or even 1 draw and pass. So I'll show you how. So what you do is you go into, let's see, what's a good thing to pair up with Leon? Now, when you're in a situation like this, you want to see what big monsters you already have, and I have Leon. So what pairs up well with Leon is Chomeria and Alazonia, because they're the ones that are going to be triggering most often. Now, he hasn't given away what he's playing. Sometimes like these can like give away what he's playing, but like I don't think he's playing Tier Elements. I don't think he's playing Branded either. I think this is just like baits. So we don't really know what he's playing, right? So what you want to do here is like we're already using release. If I didn't, I would search for release just so I can guarantee the follow-up. But now we're going to grab a Tremor because it works really well with this, and it's likely that it's going to get triggered on the opponent's turn, and he's going to play into it. So after that, you go Field Spell. That way, if you have to trigger your Leon, you can actually also spin it back without having to spin it back with the Leon itself, in case it gets impermanent, okay? Then we're going to go to Chomeria. Okay. He will most likely not draw on Lockbird here. And then the other one is we need to grab another small monster. I don't think it's right to grab like a Pixia here, although you could. I think the better play is still grab one of these in case he has draw. Now, he could draw me still if he thinks I won't give him draws, but I will give him draws, and he knows that. So it's not a good play to just pass on Leon and just like set 1 card. So I will go into Alazonia here. The good thing about Alazonia is like you can actually snipe a card off their hand, and then that could be a lethal play sometimes. So we're going to go Alazonia, and now we can search the Pixia, okay? Now, this will actually still give us a solid board. I will actually give him some draws here. Initially, I was thinking I won't give him draws, but he has 5 cards in hand at the moment. If I give him draws, I'm going to give him 2 draws. He's going to have 8 cards in hand, but I still have Harmonia plus Fall in the Virtuous. If I didn't have these, I wouldn't give him that many draws. That is just like no-brainer. Like you would just probably lose after that. So no rebirth means I will have to just grab this. Add Pixia, and then we can still establish rebirth because we have Harmonia, okay? I'll show you how. We'll do that on the opponent's turn. Okay, So what you do here is like reveal the one you don't care about. So I'm gonna reveal Alzonia, and then I'm gonna summon the big monster first. Okay. And then what you do is you actually reveal the Alzonia again, and then you summon itself to trick the opponent, and then you normal set Tormeria. So they will have 8 cards in hand here, which is fine. Okay, we have a solid board here because we have 2 big monsters that are very good, and then we have these. And then the unfortunate thing is we don't have the reset, but I could establish reset if I want to, but I don't think it's worth it. So this guy is actually playing maybe Branded here. We don't have Orgia. So what I want to do here is, if I trigger this now, I'm going to add, and then he is going to trigger this, and then on Nucha, I'm going to get the Ecclesia. Is that a good play? I would say... probably not. I would actually rather wait without flipping anything face up. Yeah. And then wait for him to synchro. That way it turns off Brand Fusion. And then I can pop it with the Ecclesia, sorry, the Fallen Virtuous. I don't want him to have a live Super Poly play. He would have to Super Poly his own cards. Okay. Yeah. Because if he has Super Poly, he can still go into Dogma by fusing with like both of his cards plus my card. I will let this go through. No, the thing is, like, the timer is gonna run down because I am actually like trying to talk about like my thought process while I'm playing. So usually it doesn't take that long for me to like think about these. You definitely don't go Harmonia here. Harmonia is not a good play because what you want to do is when you go Traumeria, you add the Rebirth, and then Harmonia goes Packbit, dump the Rebirth, and then you have a play with that. Does that make sense? And you can summon an additional card from your hand if you need to, which in this case I might actually grab a Mar, so we'll see. I just need to play faster just so I don't lose. Okay, this way he can't tag out into OG Albas, and then he goes Albert. Yep, because he doesn't want to lock himself. Does that make sense? Now he's gonna add. Is that worth using Alazonia on? I mean, theoretically, I could snipe a good card, but when is he gonna add again? Is the question. He's gonna add in the end phase, so it will trigger regardless, either way, eventually. So I will not trigger this. He'll either attack into it, or yeah. High Spirits as well can trigger it. So he goes Cartesia, summon. Cartesia is an issue, actually. He's making he definitely has Branded Fusion in hand. Otherwise, you wouldn't make all these plays and like beat around the bush. You would just go into like a synchro play. 100% has Branded Fusion. He doesn't want to commit to it just yet. So what I'll do is I will actually reveal the Traumeria. The Cartesia just forces it out here because I have to negate that. And then whatever he summons here would get negated if he chains the Cartesia. So I will add a Rebirth. Okay, and then Harmonia saves us from lethal, I think. Nice. And then we could push this into the bar. Is that worth it, actually? I'm worried that he would actually go for lethal, so I might actually just keep that. And then if he responds, I can go Leon, spin everything back. Does not go Leon. Okay. So I will negate the Cartesia. Goes battle phase, really? Okay. I don't like that play. You know what though? But because he did that, I could pop his Ecclesia. Yeah, I don't like that play at all. Because it flips up my Leon now. He's gonna attack over Pixia. Yeah, that's fine. And then this, yeah, the Alzona is an issue. Him attacking over it. Do I want to pop this now? Let this go through, and then we can banish Brand Fusion from hand, maybe. He definitely has it, guys. Banished Short Souls, okay. Okay, now I guarantee to survive, so I'm fine. Okay. Now he goes Ecclesia Synchro. Yep. This is worth using Harmony on. I definitely think it's worth it. So I will go Packbit here. Nice. So we have to go Packbit, discard the Rebirth. Actually, is that even like a good play, to be honest? Because like the issue is like he already used everything else, right? I don't actually think it's even worth it anymore because he attacked over my monsters. So instead what I'll do is like I will do this. I'll send the Ecclesia and then I can go send Albion and then I will still have this play to out one of his back rows on my turn. I will quickly have to activate Fallen Virtuous because I don't have time. I'm yapping too much. Yep, goes Sword Souls. That's fine. Can't target. That's fine. Toggle off just so we don't get cooked by time. Again, usually I don't actually just get that low on time ever. But in cases like this, like, yeah. Now, the Ecclesia Synchro can't activate because of the Pixia. Nice. Keep burning his ass. Let's go, Leon. That is fine. Now he will attempt to fuse, and then I go FNV and pop it. That's not a threat whatsoever. He might actually scoop to this. What do you guys think? He already synchroed. He can't brand fusion. He 100% has brand fusion, guys. Oh shit. Fuck. Okay, I actually can't trigger the Albion in the end phase. I'm so fucked. Oh shit. So I have to like spam. No, I have to spam. No. He will pass here, and then maybe set 1 pass. Set 2. Okay, sure. Set 3. What the fuck? He has Super Poly as well. One of them is brand fusion, guys. I'm telling you. I swear to God, he has brand fusion. I'm that sure he has it, guys. Okay, I need to just spam no here. It really hurts that I have to spam no, but yeah, I have to. Oh my god. Almost died. Oh, fuck. No, shit, don't fuck me over. Okay, thank god. How many? 30 seconds? 60. Nice. Yeah, that is not a good topic here. I will still, Super Poly. I will... That's, so annoying. I don't want to use the field spell. Yeah, I really don't want to use the field spell, guys. I will go Ecclesia Synchro first. Okay, which one's Super Poly, guys? Come on. Middle one? Nah, if I was him, I would not put it here. I would put it here. Okay, we don't know. We don't know which one it was. But well, I will trust in my instincts here. He also did not activate anything. Isn't that interesting? Could they just be nothing? No, I'm stressing over nothing here. Maybe. Okay. So if he ashes, that's fine. Does he have FNB? We don't know. Grab Mar just in case he has something here. That's fine. That's completely fine, bro. I don't want to scale this. I'm gonna summon it. Okay. Alright, let's go. Come on. We only have 11 seconds. Fuck. Okay, come on. We can win. We can 100% win. Okay, let's go. So we're gonna attack with Pixia. Super Poly. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me, guys? Didn't we... Oh, we actually knew he had that, right? That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god, we're actually losing to time. We could have just won, but time. I just can't. I can't. I can't spin the back with the field swell. I should have spun these two back and I still have more plays and I win, but like the time is just so low. Yeah, this is basic. Like here, we should have won, but again, like because I'm trying to explain what I'm doing, it runs the timer down, and because of that, like I'm put in this scenario right now, where I'm just probably gonna lose now. Lose a like duel I should have won. Okay, next duel we're gonna have to like focus more on actually playing. I'm gonna try not to yap too much. We actually just lost ourselves here. That's so unfortunate. Yep. So he goes into what Dogma here, and then he shuffles back my cards. Yep. And then he is okay. If he attacks over Mar, we can flip him face down, and then we could have another turn. Like the Joel didn't really do anything. Like I just didn't really care about Joel. Yeah, with the Tromeria Leon combo and Pixie out still on the field, it's like he's cooked anyway, right? If we had that. But yeah, time fucked us over. Okay, so why did he pop the field spell? Okay, I think it's because he knows I have Mar. So he's gonna attack over Mar here, which is why he's crashing. Yep, and then go Dogma attack over it, and then flips down his Albaz, which he doesn't care about. Yeah, okay. Now we don't have a release anymore. So we will search if he ashes or like... Oh, he does have FNB. Oh shit, my... Like these rebirths are just dead. I... I don't think I can do anything here. Because FNV checks whatever I top deck, right? Yeah, there's just nothing I can do. We basically just lost ourselves here because of time. Again, this never happens, ever, usually. And then he also has this to negate a monster, sure. Yeah, there's no win count here. I'd lose to FNV, and then if I have a monster, like, he will just negate as well. Rebirth doesn't really do anything. Top deck Charmeria, yeah. FNV just pops it. I'm gonna still just go Rebirth, and then I'll scoop. Yeah, that was a very unfortunate duel. We lost ourselves. Sphere mode. Okay, I'll sphere mode him for fun, and then we will scoop. Okay. Now we can click surrender. Alright, less Yappery this time. I'm actually gonna... Oh shit, we got the... Okay, maybe we should have focused, because like now we got demoted to Diamond 3. Doesn't matter, not really, because I'm not gonna grind Master 1. It's way too late in the season, and I don't actually have that much time to play to grind Master 1. Okay. Let's try again. This time, less Yappery. I'm not gonna explain like, every little bit of things. You guys know like a lot of the stuff I'm talking about anyway, because you guys have seen like my previous videos, and you have learned a lot already. Okay. So let's see. So you want to see the toggles here. That's like the most important thing. In this case, what I'm thinking is like he most likely will not have anything that plays into Mar. So I'm not gonna play into it. I'm talking about things like Purge and so on. Emperor most likely will not come up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm simply just going to... I did kind of feel like a delay in the toggle. I will set Alzonia. I don't think he will Fua or anything, but I will still set the Alzonia. Just in case he has like a Fua or uses Maxi. Now, if he has Droll, we still have reset, so that's completely fine. So I'm going to immediately just search the release. And then I can grab access to whatever I want if he Drolls, which he doesn't. So there's actually no reason for me to go release. I will first go Okinaria, because I want to spin these back with the Rebirth. Let's go for that now. Hopefully we get a Harmonia, but if we don't, that's also fine. Because Harmonia is just really cool. Like, you can grab more Rebirths, and then you can do some more stuff with that. So I will shuffle these two back, and then we also have the Mar in our hand already. Okay, we don't get it, but that's fine. Then we can do this, and we can grab the ones that we want, which is Tromeria and Orgia, usually. So we are going to grab a Tromeria with this. I have a feeling this guy is on board breakers, like some weird, really like weird cards. So I will actually attempt to grab Tail. I don't usually make that play, but you know, sometimes I get like it's like a sixth sense that you get. So I will attempt to get that right now. And then I can also go for Pixia. Yeah, let's go for Pixia. I will not be grabbing another small one. Okay, we got the tail. Okay, you guys are gonna see, alright? You guys are gonna see. Like, my sixth sense is almost never wrong. He is gonna have a Raigeki or Illusion Gate or some shit. Or he's gonna go into some weird play that's gonna destroy all my cards. So I'm gonna reveal this, set a tail, and then we can activate this. Set Orgia, Fate again. We want to go Terminaria, and then we want to actually summon the Mar. Because we have Rebirth, and then I don't have Harmonia, but Rebirth can just flip this face up. I can keep this in hand. I don't actually have to like use it, but I will scale one of them. I will not scale both. I will scale the Leon just so I can keep this in hand, so I can use it as a starter on my turn. So I will do this, and then pass. Okay, this only means that reset is not immediately going to flip 2 face down, only 1. But most likely this is going to trigger first, which I'm fine with pushing into the back row after it gets triggered. Okay, Junkmeister. You guys know what this deck plays, by the way? Probably. Rose Dragon. So, yeah. Okay, we'll see if he actually makes that play. So, this is going to trigger on summon to add a junk card. So, it's going to be Chainlink 1, and then he is going to respond to me. Someone's Junkmeister, and then you... What else triggers from the hand in the deck? I don't want to let them synchro, because they do have the synchro that can, like, do some stuff, like negates, if I respond to him. But I don't think there's a better Orgia. So I will use it now. And then I will actually push Orgia into the back row because Alzoni is actually way better here. Okay, well, guess what's gonna trigger now? Yep. Oh my god, no! No, no! No, 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 no. Guys, I swear to god, I meant to click tail. I literally said, guess what's gonna trigger now? Oh my god, this is so fucking annoying. And he pops it. Yeah, he pops it. I'm gonna kill myself. This I'm so pissed. There's no way this happened. Oh my! At least you guys get to see like what happens sometimes and why like certain duels are just like I'm not actually shitting you guys when I say like in that duel I forgot to like activate tail or like I fucking misclicked. This is exactly what fucking happens, guys. I'm so fucked. What do I do now? Like shit. Okay. Let's calm down. So we have Okanaria in hand. I will add a... I don't want to get killed this turn. That's the thing, right? Okay. It doesn't... Like the Cloud Beast doesn't matter. Because it doesn't actually make a difference. He's going to spin back Field Spell or my Pendulum. So that's completely fine. I will add a Pixie and keep it in my hand here. And then I'm just going to wait here. Bro, that tail would have been insane here. Because I'm worried about Rose Dragon now. I'm going to have to trigger this early just so he doesn't Rose Dragon. Yeah, okay. Spins back Field Spell, that's fine. It happens, guys. Like, it happens. Like, these kinds of things sometimes happen. So we're going to push the Orgia into the back row. And then we're going to have the resets be able to spin 2 back. And then the Orgia is, like, not really that good anymore. I don't think. I think they do have like one. I'm not sure if this is still in the game. No, actually, it's an overframe. Never mind. That junk, whatever it's called, it's a overframe card. So this can also trigger from the hand, but that's fine. I don't actually care about this triggering because I will simply Terminaria this. So this is gonna be a spell speed 1. Yes, nice. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Okay. Tail, like us misclicking on tail here, like it did kind of fuck us up, but like it's fine. Now you can see like the value of tail there. Like my sixth sense was actually correct because it would have gone very hard, but it never mattered in the end. It seems. I will add more here because actually we already have Pixie. Okay, that's what we grabbed last time. So in this case, I will actually grab a Tremeria for next turn. I do want at least 2 starters. And then plus, we also have this, so we have multiple pushes. I will not use this. We want to trigger the Alzonia. So I'm going to get the Junk Armor, and then let's see what he has as well. Yep, Junk Signal. Okay. And then this will let him summon. Yep. And then this will add, and this will trigger the Alzonia. And now we can flip up the... No. Now we can flip them down, so we can turn them on again. And then once he puts up another monster here that he can go into a Synchro 5, I can actually let him Synchro 5 and then flip everything down with Mar. And then I win the duel. So I will add a... What do you guys think? Rebirth? I'm just going to add a field spell because he popped one. Yep. Okay, this snipe is going to be insane. You guys are going to see. Watch. Watch my boy Alazonia snipe here. This guy's like insane at quickscoping. I'm also playing Black Ops now, like the ones that got ported to PlayStation 5, so I'm like super code-minded right now. I'm like quickscoping, just going crazy. You guys saw that shit? What did I tell you? 3, 5. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Go into the Synchro 5 here. And then he can trigger this to like chain block it because he thinks we care. Yep, Junk Speeder, and then he summons everything, and then he gets marred, and then he loses. It's gonna be hilarious, guys. You guys are gonna see in a second. Let they go through. It's gonna be the funniest thing you guys have ever seen. Again, like with this deck, like you need skill because you need to know your opponent's deck as well as your deck. And if you know both, then that makes you a good Enneacraft player. So you can see like me just waiting for this. Like I feel like some people would just flip this up early, but that's just incorrect. Because now you flip this face up. Okay, let's not misclick again. And you win. There's just literally nothing they can do. GG. And he already used this card, right? So this says, when your opponent activates a card effect in response to your Synchro monster effect activation, you get that effect. Now, we're not responding to Synchro here. GG. Scoop timer incoming. 3, 2. That is completely fine. I'm actually going to Alzoni this for fun. And then we are going to banish whatever he adds here, which there's literally nothing he can add. All he uses up his normal summon. There's nothing he can do here. I'm going to add a Mar. Like, how many cards do we have in hand, by the way? Okay. Scoop timer incoming. 3, 2. We're gonna snipe the Junk Synchron. 2, 1. Snipe. What did I tell you guys? I told you my boy is a sniper. You know what I'm saying? All right, give him that scrap Synchron, sure. Okay, what do you guys think is gonna happen here? 5 counters, 4. We have 9 counters. What do you guys think? Are we gonna lose or not? What do you guys think? Activate reset, place the field spell, and then we can flip up the Tremeria. I will actually. Okay, if he has a hand trap. What am I worried about? Like Ogre? Yeah, I am kind of worried about Ogre. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he has it, but like maybe you never know, right? So I'm gonna add tail first before I go end phase. That's like the only thing that can like stop me this run. So I'm gonna do this. And then maybe if he has Baylor on top of that, maybe who knows? I'm just gonna play Pix, yeah. And then we can go end phase. And now we can burn them to death. GG's. Alright. That was a very funny duel, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we'll do one more. Again, these duels take a lot of time, and that's like the issue. Unfortunately, we did get demoted because we got fucked in the other duel. So yeah, what is this guy playing? Cyber Dragons, really? What year is this? Okay, going first again. Did we win all of our coin flips? It's kind of crazy. Mm, this hand is actually this is decent. I'm fine with this. This is a good hand. So first of all, we are gonna go into. Hold on, let me think. Release. No, I don't want to start off with release actually because if he draws me after I go Alazonia, then I would have already went release, so I can't search whatever I want. So I will always lead with Alazonia to search, but before that I will obviously make this, and if he has max C, which he most likely does, I can choose to play around it. Okay, this is just a horrible play, bro. Why would you act that? You just if I play talents, I look at your hand, you lose. Like, come on now. Come on now. You're better than that. Alright, so we are gonna make the Leon Pixia play. The ultimate play to make in case he goes Ash Blossom on this. Actually, I talked about this like earlier in the video. Yep. So in case like I go for this, he goes Ash Blossom, I chain Leon, he goes Imperm, I chain this, negate it, and banish another card from hand, which could be a Joel and Lockbird, and then I win, right? So I will also play the no, there's no reason to play the field spell because I have Leon, but with the protection of Pixia. So I don't actually need this to spin this back because it's gonna spin itself back. So yeah, let's search. Ash Blossom? No Ash. Okay. Now we do have release in hand already, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a small monster, and that monster is gonna be a. It's basically think about this, okay? What monster would you like to have on your board if you get Jolt here? And the answer to that would probably be a Tremeria. And then you can also think about it in different lens. I already have the field spell, so I can spin these two back, and then I can use Rebirth later, right? So I will add a Alzonia. Has already been used, right? Okay. So in that case, we will go Tremeria. So I was thinking of Alzonia because like if this is like a neutral card, it can be it's both good, and if you get Jolt, it can also be still decent. Like it's not a bad card to get like this one. So if I add this and then get Jolt, it's probably not gonna get triggered, so it's not good. And if I add this, like, what if I want to go Rebirth with Reset instead? Joel? No Joel. Okay. No Joel means I can actually just go Release now. So what that means is I can save the Charm and spin it back to my hand later. And I can place the weakest one, which would be this one. And then this would grab a Rebirth, and then I can spin back the cards. Nice. Easy. Okay, let's go Rebirth, and then if he... Usually people save Ash for this, but like it's already too late, because then I can just go Leon and spin them back, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference, especially if you have that. Draw Pixie, another Pixie, huh? Okay. It's not really the greatest draws, I'm not gonna lie. I would have preferred Sniped, not to even draw off Rebirth, to be honest, just like activate it to no effect. Like this is just really bad. Okay, we are gonna grab a Orgia because we haven't used that yet. And then we can go I will go out of my because I don't have Harmony, I will go out of my way to actually maybe grab Reset here, even though I have the field spell. I know it's not like I already have a field spell, and it's like, you know, you're kind of wasting it because you could grab like a big monster, but I already have Pixia plus Leon. And I'm actually fine with only these two. I don't really need anything else. It's just the Mar that I really want, but what I can do instead is I can go Field Spell with the one that I have now, and then I will still grab Resets. Because the flip down on two cards is just so valuable, in my opinion, that I would prefer it over something else. Now, you could make a different play because I do have Rebirth, and you want to use it to like flip something down, and this will play around like a Zeus play. I haven't seen Zeus, but then again, that's because like I haven't been playing too much recently. So if you want to go for the safer play, you add a Mar. If you want to go for a more effective, stronger board, you add a Reset here, okay? So I'm going to add Reset. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. again, like when you play this deck, it's just up to like there's lots of luck involved. And then the other thing is like you have to make choices. Okay, your choices like will determine what happens in the duel. So I'll activate Orgia now, and I will actually summon itself because I still haven't set anything. So you basically trick your opponent. First, you summon the Pixia, and then you go for this, summon itself, and then they think you set the Orgia last, but it's actually the Termaria. Just like a little trick. And we have a reset, and I can push one of these back into the back row. So we'll see what happens. Now, if he plays Zeus, I will feel bad. I then go Mar, which he actually could be playing Zeus because of this. Okay. These don't get locked into level 4s, I'm pretty sure, right? It's just Xyz. So what do I want to do here? He is attempting to add. The add doesn't really trigger anything, but what I can do is I can wait for him to go summon another one, and then I can flip up one of my Pixias by like forcefully, and then he will have to attack over it. But then he targets another card, and they go Pixia again. So he wastes his battle phase because of that play. So we'll see. We'll see what we do. We have to first like feel out his hand here to see what he has. Because Martha is fine because it triggers my Orgio. Oh, really? Ah, okay. Interesting. I'm worried he will go into what do you call it? Zeus, right? Okay, to prevent Zeus, I can still wait for him to Xyz. And then I can forcefully flip up the Orgia instead. Yeah, should have grabbed Mar. It's a safer play, but I did want to have both of these. So Mikalis is fine. It doesn't really matter that much. Do I think he will trigger anything? He 100% goes Zeus here, right? There's just nothing to even think about, to be honest. So I have to go Orgia to get rid of this, and then if he chains, I go Pixia. I don't think that's a good play. Like pushing this into the back row, because he still has a Martha in hand, right? Oh my god, we're running out of time again. Okay, no more yappery. So Orgia on the field. No, because the Pixia will be flipped face up. And then I can flip it face down. Okay, he just lets me pop it, I guess. Sure. But no. Now if he triggers this to summon, I can chain this, and then when he... Hold on. The Martha summons, and then it doesn't trigger on summon. It triggers from the hand, right? And it's going to summon immediately. Because the effect is from the hand. Yes, and if you do a special summon. So I will trigger this, actually. Okay. And then I can add a Mar. I'm okay with him wasting his battle phase here. I just want to get like these draws up. I will definitely push this into the back row. And then I will also chain this because he can trigger another card in hand as well. And then this could actually make him trigger these, right? So I'll actually, okay. I don't want to push this into the back row. I kind of changed my mind because he is gonna trigger these, right? Well, one of them at least. This one. Yeah. I could have kept the Traumaria on the field. And then when he triggers this, like, I can stop it. Well, not stop it, but like, I will chain this, and then it will negate his Xyz, so then he responds, and then I go Leon, spin it back. So I could have just, like, kept that instead of getting rid of it. I'm just worried about the time, so I'm trying to play fast, and yeah. Realistically, I'd have more time. I would think better and make that play. Goes packs, adds a Exosister monster. Okay, that's fine. Now he still can't target anything, right? If we look at this, it says when your opponent activates a monster effect or a normal spell or trap, you can attach all, and if you do, you change the effect. If he responds, I go Leon, spin everything back, and I win, right? And then if he triggers this to summon from hand, one of them, I think it's this one, yep. And then I can trigger the Orgia. And then if he changes this, I still make that same play, right? So he's gonna choose to normal summon here. Still no Zeus, huh? He's not locked out of Zeus, I'm pretty sure. This just locks you into Xyz. If you do... Oh, he can actually only summon Exosisters. Okay, locks you into Exosisters. Okay. It's been a while since I played against this deck. So, no Zeus. Goes Mikhalos, can't target anything. He still has a battle phase. This is completely fine, because now I just chain Pixia, and then if he chains, I just destroy him. And then he has to trigger from the hand, if he even can, right? Because I think he needs a Exosister monster. That's fine. Trigger Leon. Cool. Spin this back, and I will just pass. I could... Okay, how many more... If I trigger Orgia as well, I might actually be able to kill him this turn. Like in the end phase. Let's see if we can trigger the Orgia as well. Okay, it doesn't matter. He scoops it. I'll do one more. I did misplay there because of the time, but okay, it's hard to like talk about like what I'm trying to do while also like keeping mind of the timer. The timer again is usually never an issue when I'm actually playing, but because I'm trying to explain while I play, it's making the plays much slower, right? Okay, once again we win the coin flip. Guys, if you want to win the coin flip with Enneacraft, trust me, just use the Alba's coin flip thing. Alba's coin, basically. Okay, final duel. This time for sure. Okay, we got our boy. You guys know, like, sometimes your deck feels it for you. It has, like, the sixth sense. If you open tail, do not shuffle this back into the deck. Your deck is telling you something, okay? Keep the tail. It's gonna come up. Trust me. You have to reach that level where you just, like, trust your cards, okay? So I am going to... there's a chance he might have full loss, but, like, plus 14 cards in the max deck. This guy is poor. Damn. I will scale this. Now, the reason I want to scale this is that because I have Rebirth, I can actually spin back the weak cards. But if he draws me, it's fine because I still have this in hand, and I have no way to spin it back without this. Okay, so he does have max, which is sure. I will give him draws here. I definitely will. Let's see if he goes Ash. He does not. We want to grab a release. He shouldn't Joel me here. Joel would be a horrible card because then I get to summon all of these for free. And I also get to search whatever I want with release. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a bad card here. So because we have this already, I'm going to grab a Trito. And then we know he doesn't have Ash because he probably would have... he could be saving it for Rebirth, to be honest. So let's grab a Dromeria. Yep. I do want to reset over the field spell, which I already hard opened. But I don't know if I can actually afford to make that play under max. So let's go Rebirth. Keep the tail, guys. Trust me. Trust me on this. Trust your boy. It's gonna come up. Oh my god, that's horrible. Ah! Yeah, we are not getting lucky today. Okay, I'm gonna go Alazonia. Then it's fine. It's not the worst thing ever because I still have 2 level 1s. Which one haven't we used? It's the Orgia. Okay. I will go Orgia here. Under max, I do like Alazonia because it like kind of evens out the playing field by like banishing at least 2 cards from their hand. Okay. I want to grab Reset here. But I also need Mar. This is I know I can use this, but I'm trying to think because I do want to reset. So I'm trying to think, do I want to grab resets and then grab Mar? Or do I want to grab Pixia and Mar? Or like Leon and Mar? That's the question. Okay. I hate making that play, but I have to go for this, to be honest. I'll show you like what you can do with this. It's not very efficient, but the card in the graveyard just gives you so much, especially when you're under max C. So yeah, I know it sucks because you have to like make this play right here. Activate field spell, replace it, and then go reset, replace it again with the one in the graveyard, and now you get this engraved. It sucks, yes, but you have to make that play sometimes. Now, I'm actually kind of worried about an Ogre, I'm not gonna lie. He probably would have used Ogre though, right? Unless he's waiting. Well, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm still gonna play around it, to be honest. I will set a tail. I don't want to get Ogred and just get fucked with that. I will normal set Orgia in case he has something else here. In case he drew into Ash Blossom, basically. Yep, and then we need to grab Amar. Hate making that play with the field spell, but it is what it is. Okay, Tail, Atl, Mar, Els. I'm actually happy with this. Under Max C, it's not insane, but it's still decent. I just definitely have a feeling he's playing something that can nuke my board, so Tail will come up. If it doesn't, then I don't know. My deck has betrayed me. Alright, so we're gonna go Alazonia, summon Atl, and then we can summon itself and pass. So we basically give him... Yeah, he's gonna have 9 cards in hand. Sure. Sometimes they just have the 1-up maxi, and you have to play into it. It doesn't guarantee them a win. That's a good thing about Enneacraft. But if they open something, it's gonna be bad. But because we have the protection of Atl Tail, I feel safer. But we'll see. You never know. Droplets could be an issue. There's multiple things. Oh my god! Guys, what did I fucking tell you? Now, there is a big fucking issue here, and it's the fact that I don't have Tromeria. So I might actually still be fucked. But Tail, like I told you guys, Tail knows when to show up when you need him, okay? This is like the best scenario for Tail because of Mitsurugi. Now, the only issue is like... I needed Tromeria on the field because it's gonna trigger in response to the ritual spell. Yeah, that's a big issue here. There's no reason for me to trigger Alazonia, that's the thing, right? I'm not even gonna use it, to be honest. He has like 8 cards in hand. What's the point of using Alazonia? I have to wait. You know what? I could have played that differently. But like I would have had to like assume it could have been Mitsurugi. I don't know. If it was Mitsurugi, if I knew it was Mitsurugi, I definitely would have changed my plays. I would have activated the Tromeria first instead of Alazonia, and then Alazonia would be my last one, so it would be the one stuck here. And then I can still like beat his Murakumo. It really sucks that because like it was a good chance to show you guys how you beat Mitsurugi. So yeah, that was unfortunate. Orgia. Do I care about Orgia here? No, Orgia will get nuked anyway. Okay. I know what to do, guys. There's still a way. Where there's a will, there is a way. Trust me. I will save this. Watch this. Watch your goats. You guys like that Ryzeal detonator, by the way? Looks really cool, doesn't it? Tributes. Why would you keep that on the field, bro? What the hell is wrong with you? Alright, look at this, guys. Have you guys ever seen this play happen before? Or no? What do you guys think? If you have done this play before, drop that in the chats. I will not believe you, but it's a very good, it's a very cool play. All right. So we're gonna flip up Attil. You guys are like, what the fuck is this guy doing? All right. But like, if you guys have learned anything from me, you will respect this play. Okay. You will trust me. Trust your boy. Trust your boy on this one. Flip up the Attil. And now we have to wait. Wait for the opponent to activate something. No, I wish I had a card in hand. I wish I had a card in hand. Maybe I should have activated this earlier. What do you guys think? Yeah, just to like give me a card because like the Murakumo is a problem. Yeah, Murakumo. Yeah, unfortunately we actually still get fucked because like I need a card in my hand. I was making a very good play, but like I maybe should have just activated Alzonia first to play around it. Oh, really? You're gonna make Habakiri first? Why? Is there a reason for this? I don't know. This is like he's adding back the ritual spell. I mean, I still can't like activate the reset to flip this down. That's the thing. Hmm. Yeah. I can't. I can't. I mean, I'm screwed either way here. I just needed like a card in hand. It would have been a very cool play to showcase. I'm just waiting to see what will happen before I tell you guys what I'm trying to do here. Come on. Activate prayers, bro. Do it. Do it, you pussy. Do it. You never use prayers, right? Do it. If you're not a pussy, do it. If you got balls, do it. Alright, he doesn't. We're fucked. We're fucked. Okay. So basically, why I flipped off the Attil is because he will not be able to chain link block his Murakumo, which means he will play into tail. Because this says that your opponent cannot chain cards in response to his own cards. So you can see he can't trigger the the Habakiri. So then what would happen here is this actually triggers my tail. But then he has a secondary effect, which I don't have a card to discard, which I should have used this immediately. I think I just saw this play too late. That's a problem. Because now I just can't discard. That's the problem. One can discard one card, or that effect is negated. Yep. Oh my god, you're an idiot, bro. What the fuck? Why would you not activate that? Are you dumb? Hello? Okay, now I can just like do this and spin it back to the hand. And then I can flip down my Attil. Is this guy a bot? What the fuck? Okay, he's a bot. There's just no way. Why did he not activate that? Your opponent activates a card or effect. You can activate this effect. Your opponent can discard one card or the effect is negated. Why would you not, like, trigger that? I don't understand. I actually just don't understand. Let's add this in the hand so we have a discard for Murakumo. And then, if like he negated this, made me discard, I would just not discard for this. We chain link block the field spell so that we can guarantee to have a card in hand. Okay, that's fine. This guy's a bot. There's just no way. Okay, but this is a cool play that I was making, right? Now, I definitely should have played that better by just activating Alzonia immediately in response to his first card. And like foresaw this play earlier. I'm gonna activate Alzonia here. Okay, what do you guys think we snipe here? This guy's maybe on Ryzeal, or maybe Orcust even. If he chains anything, I can just go Attil. Okay, he doesn't. He's too scared. Alright, I'm gonna add a Mar. Okay, I'm worried about time, but I should have added a small monster. Yeah, well, when you're low on time, you're definitely gonna make lots of misplays because you need to play like very fast, right? So what I'll do is I will make the play and then I'll talk about this while like he does his combo, just to like save time because we only have 6 seconds and I'm most likely gonna lose here because of time. I feel like all of the duels were just lost at time, so maybe it's not a good idea to make live duels because I'm losing to time, which I usually just never do. Okay, let's see what he does here. Chain Murakumo or what are you gonna do here? He can't go like F and V or anything like that. Yep, he is on Mitsurugi Azil, obviously. It was always gonna be Mitsurugi Azil or Orcus. There's just no way you play pure. Can you guys imagine if this is like his only Razil play and we just bounced it? That would be the funniest thing ever. Ah, Gorgon fucks me. Okay. Yeah, Gorgon fucks me. Cannot summon, set monsters to his own, discard points to. Awesome. Monsters discard points to cannot attack. Also, their activated effects are negated. Okay. No Mar and no Orgia. And now he can just go. Why the did he normal? Oh, he normal summoned the this one, the Aramasa. And he can summon another level 4, go into Dual Drive, and then he can add XT Scoops. This guy's a bot, there's just no way. What the hell? What the hell was he doing? I'm trying to like justify his plays, but it's just like nothing can be justified. Okay, we'll do one more because I'm about to get back to Diamond 2. That was so bad. That was so bad. That's so embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for him. I'm also like, um, embarrassed for myself because I should have like used Alazonia first, just to like play on the Murakumo negates. Because yeah, I put myself in a scenario where it's like my opponent has to misplay. I hate doing that, right? Because it's not like very skillful to like wait for your opponent to misplay. It is part of the game, but it's like something I could have played around, rather than something that I was just like beyond my control. Okay, this guy is on Vanquish Soul K9, I think. All right, let's see. Raisin added a Holy Sue and then goes into Link 1, Rock of the Vanquisher, sure. Adds back Raisin. Uh-huh. So I usually make a note of like what people have in their hand. So you can see he revealed a burger, right? Was that burger? Oh no, he revealed Raisin. Okay. I was just pulling out my phone because I want to make like a note of like everything I know within his hand. This is very relevant for a deck like this. So I know Raisin in hand. Okay. And Raisin, I think, is like the only card that we know in hand. Everything else is just like on the field now. So 4 unknowns plus Raisin, and then now he has a Jiaolong, which he will most likely summon. This Fallen and the Virtuous is gonna be insane. What? Really? That's a horrible board, bro. Okay, sure. I guess he couldn't afford to go into like trigger Jiaolong to go into K9. Or maybe he's playing pure, which he would be insane for making that, for doing that. So is it worth it to pop Rock of the Vanquisher? I would say we don't know what this unknown is. I need to play fast. I don't want to fucking die to time again. So if I pop this, I will prevent him from summoning Raisin, but he can still summon it with this. This can also nuke all my monsters. So what I can do is I can immediately search Tail to play around this. It's like a very weird play that you can make, but I'll show you that this is a play that you can make still. So I am worried about one thing, and it's like the Izuna in hand, which is entirely possible that he has that, right? So what I can do is he will still establish it if I pop this, because I actually can't even pop it because of this, but if I could, I still wouldn't, because he would have Jiao Long, which would be triggered off of the Raisin, and then the Izuna would be summoned as well, so then he has Izuna plus the Jiao Long, and then he also has a Lupus, right? So all of these can make an Xyz 5 play. So you want to pop this, just so he has to summon the Raisin off the trap. And then this can't be protected because it's not a Vanquish Soul monster. And then I can check his trap with the Mar. I will also search a tail. I'll show you. So trigger the Amazonia. Let's see what he has. This will turn on his Izuna now, if he has it. And then Izuna, the Mar, if it resolves and he doesn't have an Imperm, this one right here, if it's not Imperm, or he doesn't have a Veiler in hand, I can just flip everything face down and stop like Xyz plays completely. So the Mar just can like single-handedly just destroy his board here. Alright, what's your response, bro? I can't tell if he fucked up or he just really couldn't go into K9. I feel like there's definitely a way, like you just reveal this or something, right? Return the monster with the lowest defense to the hand. Yeah, reveal Dark and Earth, and then you go Jiao Long. Right? I'm not crazy, am I? Maybe he's new to Vanquish. I don't know. Or like, at least this, bro. Oh, this is your opponent controls. Okay, well, this one. So he summoned Mar, and then he is gonna go for this to summon. Okay, so he does reveal to me as Shifter. I'm gonna write that down as well, just so we know everything in hand. So 3 cards are known: Raisin, Jiao Long, and Shifter. If I don't negate this, he will go into the level 8s, the Caesar, and then Caesar can pop. If I trigger this, he has to chain the trap now. So I will actually negate this. This forces out his trap or the Imperm, or if he has like a Veiler, I guess. But he has to respond to this regardless. See what he does. And the issue for him is I can go Enneacraft, spin back the Mar. Then he would have to chain the trap anyway, right? Okay, what are you gonna do? Yeah, this guy's taking his time. Hey, you know what? Maybe this is one of these duels he will time out before I do. Okay, this doesn't matter. He's gonna get flipped face down anyway. Gets negated, and then we are gonna flip him face down. Yeah, sure. Spin back your own like Mad Love, sure. Oh, he's gonna reduce me instead. Yeah, okay. Summons Jiaolong, and then most likely Izuna in hand is what I'm thinking. And I can just completely beat Izuna here. Add 1 Jiaolong. Oh, yep, that is the one I was thinking about. Ash Wilson. That's why you look at the hand, guys. You need to know everything in hand. Exactly. Oh, they always have Ash, guys. They always have Ash. Okay. So now that we know he has Ash Blossom, here's what I can do, okay? Okay, I need you guys to understand something real quick. So this says, where is it? It's this one right here. That includes an effective special summon. The trap does include an effective special summon, so it will trigger, okay? This doesn't work like Tail, which says it has to be something that pops. It doesn't say something that includes an effective pop, right? So if I do this right here, if he goes trap, I can actually respond to the trap. Does that make sense? So watch this. He will Ash Blossom this. Okay, I guess he doesn't for some reason. I don't fucking know why, but sure. So what I can do is I can grab either... I was thinking about like going Scale Tail, but in this case, I think I will actually still do it. I will grab a Urgia, because Urgia is actually very good against their deck. And then I will scale the tail. And then go Enneapolis, spin everything back. he has to respond to this because it's attempting to spin back the Mar. So if we read the field spell, this says you can target a control, return them to the hand. It doesn't say it has to return all of them. Okay, that's a very important distinction because if it has to do all of them, he pops my Mar with the trap, and then like I can't spin everything back. So go tail, and then we can do this. Go Mar. Maybe he's waiting not to activate anything for his turn, I guess. But sure. So we have used this, so what I will do is I will go Urgia. And then we can activate it. And if he triggers anything summoned from hand, like the Caesar, I can just trigger the Terminaria. And then if he goes trap, I go tail. I can also just engage with the Mar as well. The only issue is, like, I don't know what this is. This could be Imperm, right? Okay, sure. So now I'm gonna set the Alazonia. He will end phase attempt to pop, probably. Let's see. I'm gonna go F and V. Set that, and then we can pop the field spell on the following turn. Trap. Trap. Is he like saving the trap for like next duel or what? Like, I don't understand. Like, what's going on? So he has in hand Raisin, Jiaolong already summoned, and then Shifter and Caesar. And there's two unknowns. Okay, let's wait for this. I will actually do this. This can really fuck them over, by the way, because it can banish the one attribute that they need. So if I do this and then they chain the trap card, I can stop it. So I'm gonna go F and V, pop their. I only play 2 F and Vs, right? I think so. Yeah. So I will send Ecclesia Synchro and then pop this. And then I can randomly banish a card from hand. This can be very lethal sometimes. So what are you going to do about this? And then the fact that you can just tail stop them from popping, and then they have to go battle phase, attack over Mar, is just very good. Goes Jiaolong to add, that is completely fine. Okay. Again, like, it's always the non-engine, like Ash Blossom, Called by the Grave, like these cards. Called by the Grave doesn't care, like this deck doesn't care about Called by. But like in general, I think Called by the Grave and like Ash Blossom are like the main cards. They just like ruin Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. These cards are just, they should not exist. They suck, they worsen the game, and they worsen like every duel. It's not fun playing against these cards. So there's no reason for me to push this into the back row, to be honest. I would rather keep this on the field. Yeah, 100%. Just to stop lethal. Yeah, triggers, Borger. He can't flip these back face up. I will not use Terminaria. He's trying to bait us out, probably. It's not a good idea to use Terminaria here. We should wait to force out the Caesar. Ah, that's such a bad banish. I did not like that. Raisin would have been much better here. Okay, sure. We can tail to protect, but then he can actually, the issue is like he can chain the trap to the tail, right? Yeah. Chaining trap to, chain trap to tail after he goes Raisin is like a big issue here. Yeah. You know how I should play around this? I should just let that go through. Because if he chains the trap after, I'm just fucked. He was expecting me to chain the tail here. And then we have to add like a small monster with the Traumaria. If we survive, I guess. It's gonna depend, like we have to survive. We lost because of Ash, pretty much. Okay, what is he gonna do? Summon or add the Raisin back? There's the Jokel. I have to do this now. And I have to negate the Jokel. He's still gonna go into K9, like I just can't stop him. He probably actually just has lethal in this scenario here. I just can't stop that. at Orgeo for the next turn. Maybe if we had reset. Reset would have been nice here. Okay. Response. You win some, you lose some. Happens. This card right here, which I hate so fucking much. I hate this card so much. I fucking hate this card. The worst thing is like, you know, it's like it's like a fucking baby, bro. And she just like gets on your nerves so fucking much. Oh, we both have a canine board. I just realized. You guys see this in the corner? This looks really cool. I don't know what this is, to be honest, but it looks really cool. Target one monster on the field is right. Again, like, I really can't do anything, because, like, now he's forcing the tail out. I have to chain, and then he chains the trap and pops it. Pops everything, basically. Yeah, this is what he was trying to do earlier, which is why I let Mar go through. And then you can also just burn as well. Leon would have been nice, but like I can't put up like all of these. I couldn't do that because of Ash Blossom. Otherwise, I would have been able to put up like a board with like Leon as well, and then just stop him. And then, yeah, he just goes battle phase and attacks for game. Okay, well, you guys got to see like some duels here, with like live commentary. Again, like I do prefer you know, making replays because you do have like more time, because like I'm actually like playing at my own pace instead of like having to explain everything while I play, which is gonna run the timer down. And then like I did lose a couple duels to time basically. But yeah, I do think this deck is still very good. Post Banlist, I don't think anything much is gonna change. Post the new cards, I also just don't think much is gonna change, to be honest. I don't think like these new cards being released, which if we like go over them real quick, like they're not gonna make that much of an impact, I think, on the meta. Where are they? These ones, like this deck is ass. It's just not even playable. Rescue is like they unbanned like the spell, the Sinful Spells spell, which is gonna help them, but it's not enough. This is gonna be very good. I think this, like, we will most likely lose to this deck, if I'm being honest. This deck is really nasty, okay? Especially if you play it with like K9 and like Mitsurugi, it's so freaking insane. Mitsurugi just like completely blows you out, even if you have Tail, because they have multiple different cards that can just completely destroy you. Like if I was piloting this deck, Enneacraft would just never win a single duel, unless I break. But yeah, this is like the only thing that's gonna be like very bad for us. And this deck ass. And then we're gonna get, so yeah, I should have just mentioned that as well. Subspace Battle, you can actually play this in the deck. In fact, I will make a video showcasing Subspace Battle when it comes back, when it comes to Master Duel. What is this, like in 9 days or so? And I will show you guys like how good the card is in a meta where like no one is playing like 3k or more 3k or higher monsters. But in a meta where, like, you know, with chaos and stuff, like where they play 3k or higher monsters, you're fucked. Like you can't play that card whatsoever. Okay, or if people like start to play Nibiru, very very bad for you. So I will still showcase that and show you like how good it is. I'll most likely take these out. Play either 2 or 3 copies, and yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.